Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Fallout 4 modding. Yes, I thought it's about time I make a whole episode and not just single showcases. Now, I don't think I will be able to release episodes every week, but I will try to release them whenever there are great, interesting mods around. Lately it has definitely been the case, so let's check them. I even made an intro. What do you think of the intro? I wanted it to be simple and classy, and I'm quite proud of how it turned out. So, we start with something simple. MCC Rhodes for Fallout 4 by NMC. This is a texture replacer mod to make the roads in Fallout shine with fancy new detailness. It's actually just for the asphalt roads, including the damaged areas, the holes and so on. Well, there is not much to say here, except that it certainly does make a huge difference. All the tiny details of those new textures just make the roads incredibly realistic. It's noticeable right away, you don't need a magnifying glass to see just how much more detailed the roads look, especially with the wet effect from the rain. Clearly a huge improvement. The next mod is Player Head Tracking by Gargorius. Cool, that's just like in Skyrim. And just like its counterpart for Skyrim, it requires the Fallout 4 script extender and the MCM menu to make the configuration possible. I feel at home, guys, I feel at home. So, what does this mod do? Well, just like in Skyrim, your character will turn its head towards NPCs who are passing by and or speaking. The head tracking stops, however, if somebody initializes a real dialogue with you, since Fallout 4 has this fancy new Mass Effect style conversation system. But nevertheless, this mod does its part and increases the immersion, making your character stare left and right as you move through a crowded area. So it's definitely worth it. And now comes a mod which will actually make me shut up for a while. Oh yeah, I bet you're burning to see that. The Wasteland Codex, interactive lore database voiced by the Storyteller, by C. Dante, Shoddycast and The Vault. Believe it or not, but this is an actual working in-game encyclopedia. New entries will be unlocked by simply playing the game and doing stuff like visiting new locations, meeting people or encountering monsters. And then you can access the database through a holotape.
In China, Yao Guai was the name given to malevolent animal spirits, a suitable name for the creature that appears before you now. While the Yao Guai of today's wasteland are by no means ethereal, they most certainly exhibit malevolent behavior towards those encroaching on their territory.
Isn't that incredible? Now we actually know how to pronounce it. I always thought it's yaoi. Just kidding, I'm well aware what that means. But jokes aside, this is simply incredible. The storyteller's voice sounds very professional. The amount of lorical knowledge we receive through this is an awesome addition to the game. It doesn't actually feel anything like a mod. Something like this should have been in the game from the start. And the way those modders implemented it is at least on the same level of professionalism as the vanilla content, if not better. I'm simply speechless. Only one thing left to say, let's move on to the next mod. And now it's time to give our robot friends some attention. STBB, Sentrybot BeetleBack, by Chubby Cheesecakes. Okay. Oh yeah, now we're totally going Transformers here. Well, actually, this bot reminds me of the power suit from Vanquish a lot more than of a Transformer. You can build him at a robot workbench with all sentry parts except the legs. They are unique. But seriously, just look at this bad boy. I think he might be overcompensating here. All this firepower. You can even build a fat man as a shoulder cannon, but I thought that would be overkill and gave him just the regular grenade launcher instead. Well, it still ended up really overpowered. He tore through enemies like it was nothing. Nobody stood a chance. It was epic. This model sure does look really intimidating, and especially badass during the night hours, with all those lights. Very nice design. And here's another interesting robot, however of a quite different nature. Mr. Crafty, Portable Crafting Bot Companion, by JW Hits 2020. You can find this little guy at the water tower near Concord.
Hello, I am Mr. Crafty. I am a
Portable Crafting Bot,
or PCB for short. I am
designed to use
digitization technology.
Access error.
That's right, he even has voiced dialogue. And since he is crafty, he obviously has some unique features up his sleeve. And here's how it works.
I am a PCB. Give me the order and I'll open up a workbench. During this time, I will transfer into my box. Into error. Hit to change back for now.
Yes, he actually just casually broke the fourth wall there. But anyway, you can tell him to condense himself and he will turn into a robot figurine, so you will be able to easily take him with you wherever you like. To turn him back again, you have to hit him. Yeah. Then there's the feature to scrap your items, but it's not implemented yet. And there's also the feature to turn into a crafting box, just as he said. Hitting him will transform him back here as well. The author plans to add an actual workbench model later, instead of this box, and also maybe a button instead of this making transformation. So this mod is now kinda in beta stage, but seriously, I think it's already an awesome mod as it is now. The idea of a portable workbench is indeed really cool. Okay people, there is another robot mod, and I hope you are all prepared, because here come the really big guns. Rideable Bots by Gobacho Go. How about that? Fucking Gundams in Fallout! Those badass robots will be distributed to random humanoid enemies, like raiders. So if you find one of those and want to make it your own, don't attack the robot or it will be destroyed. You need to take out the pilot only. Okay, I didn't expect that, but loot the control ring and a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. And just look what it can do. With the left and right shoulder buttons, if you are using a controller, you can do those cool dodge moves. And with the left and right triggers, you can use the weapons. Now, I was a bit confused at first. I thought the melee weapons didn't work. But it turns out you have to be next to a valid target. And holy shit, just look at those animations! Am I dreaming this? This is outstanding! The ranged weapons also kinda aim automatically, because the robot doesn't actually shoot where you point the crosshair. But guys, there is more! Some robots have a passenger seat, so I gave the passenger control ring to Piper, and look at this! I'm speechless. This is my first review and already such badassery. Wow, Fallout rocks. Best game of all time. Okay, let's calm down a bit. Next we shall check out some weapons and armors. Yes, I decided to structure this episode similar to my Skyrim reviews. So let's see if it works out. Macmillan CS5, a standalone sniper rifle by Edge Hakra. This mod actually spins around only one weapon, the CS5 obviously, but there is an insane amount of content nevertheless. Let's start with the fact that this sniper rifle is incredibly detailed. I mean, I don't need to say anything, everybody can see what a high quality work that is. With all the tiny details, it's easy to mistake this for footage of actual weapons, but of course there is more to it than just fancy looks. The amount of customization you can do with this weapon is really something. Besides the common customization of things like muzzles, stocks, scopes, but also for example damage modifiers, there is also an insane amount of skins available. 7 different faction skins, 6 camo skins, 6 crystal skins, and much more. The scopes are also pretty dope, by the way, some have nice animations. So yes, high quality work, enough said. And now it's time for the armors. Starting with Classic Combat Armor by Castle and Team, followed for New Vegas, I assume. This is the Classic Combat Armor based on the design from Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. And with this you can turn your settlers into real soldier boys. And here we go again, same story. Just like with the previous mod, the quality is really high. There is an insane amount of customization possible. Lots of different mods, lots of skins, like obviously the faction ones. Also different variations of the armor itself. Light, heavy, sturdy, semi-medium, light heavy, sorta heavy with a touch of light. Yes, that was a SpongeBob reference. So how do you wanna play it, huh? And there is one more mod, but this one is only for true gentlemen and ladies. Movember Boards by Eleonora and King Tom. Well, I say, being a true Englishman, I certainly appreciate such marvelous attires. A top hat, a monocle, and not just one, but 2 mustaches, well 3 if you count the one on the shirt. And as mentioned before, everything also available for the ladies. Arr, look at Piper, so hot. And guess what, you can even put those fabulous mustaches on dogs. Sir Dogmeat absolutely deserves this kind of style. And this is it for this episode. I think we handled it pretty well. Would you agree? Other than that, the links to all mods shown are in the description below. Don't forget to endorse the mods you like. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more. I thank you all for watching and see you around.